Volunteers warm hearts and chase the chill in Joplin. Plus, parents get some help from the Diaper Bank of the Ozarks, and artists bring the Carthage Square to life with winter images.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Fredonia man dies after wrecking his car in Wilson County, Kansas. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Kate Kelly. Kansas Highway Patrol says the crash happened on Friday after 42-year-old Sean D. Blaine Ritz failed to negotiate a curve and struck an embankment on 1700 Road, about 5 miles northwest of Fredonia. Nick Kelly joins us now with our first look at weather. A pretty nice day for December.
Yeah, with temperatures not too bad as well, Kay. Going into the mid-50s this afternoon. That's pretty nice for early December around here. We've been sitting quiet all day on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, but I'm keeping an eye on 2 waves, one passing to our south and one that'll just clip us to our northeast. That might bring a little cloud cover for late tonight, early tomorrow. But we're just going to keep things nice and quiet for this evening and to wrap up the weekend tomorrow. In the short term, though, the way things look right now, we're turning cool. Most of us in the mid-40s right now, but we'll soon be in the upper 30s by about 10 o'clock and dropping back near 30 for another cold morning to start things out. We'll break down the week ahead of us, including our next storm system on the horizon, coming up in a bit, Kate.
All right, thanks, Nick. Some volunteers in Joplin are chasing away the chill in the air, spreading scarves, hats, and mittens across town. About 100 volunteers came out to Homewood Suites today to pick up bags of warm knitted items to be placed around town for those in need. Due to the pandemic, those bags of items were quarantined for 2 weeks before being hung with care. 1,428 items were donated. This is the 6th year for Chase the Chill, but it wouldn't be possible without help from the community. Around 500 people donated items.
Our goal is to just bring warmth to those who need it. We have no stipulations, no requirements, no restrictions. There's no criteria. We just want to love on the community and bring the community together for a good cause.
Chase the Chill is hoping to expand to other nearby towns in the future. According to the National Diaper Bank Network, the average baby goes through 8 to 12 diapers per day, and that adds up to $70 or $80 per month. The Diaper Bank of the Ozarks set up shop to help out moms and dads' wallets today, passing out free diapers at Calvary Baptist in Joplin. Plenty of parents rolled up to the drive-through diaper giveaway. Officials say the pandemic has impacted the availability of these essential items.
We did have a hard time getting enough diapers in our inventory. It wasn't just toilet paper you couldn't find on the shelves. And currently, we're still feeling the effects of the supply chain issue. We cannot get size 5s and size 6s from one of our primary manufacturers and wholesale outlets. So this pandemic has been very interesting for us.
The Diaper Bank of the Ozarks aimed to give nearly 400 babies diapers today. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Carthage, especially on the square. It's all thanks to some local artists dedicating their time and talents to dozens of shop windows, painting snowyscapes depicting holiday cheer. Vision Carthage, a beautification group, asked these painters to brighten up the square, and that's just what they've been doing for the past 2 weeks, wrapping up today on the south side.
It's really satisfying to, one, just see our work out there for everyone to see, but then the feedback that we're getting from community members and shop owners is really encouraging and rewarding.
We're having students that we teach stop by and cheer us on, and people that we've never met stop by and give us copious compliments, so it's been kind of like filling my emotional battery out here painting.
Everyone is invited to check out this artistic display, hopefully drawing more people downtown and encouraging them to shop local this Christmas. An Oklahoma City artist is leading an effort to bring his community together. Brian Mueller has the story of a project that is helping people grow closer to their family members while making some new friends along the way.
Get this group of ladies in a room together and you never know what you might hear.
Usually we're talking about everything. Poor Nick, he hears everything.
Nick is local artist Nick Baer, their creative captain on this 6-month artistic journey.
You can get all of those guys.
Okay. A group of about 20 seniors at the Pete White Health and Wellness Center in South OKC is creating a mosaic using fabric from their family members' clothing.
It's about family connections and how an object like a quilt, a blanket, a dress, or a tie can keep that connection alive from generation to generation.
Gailey Abar is using pieces of her grandmother's dress.
This is so sentimental. I mean, and my grandmother would just be thrilled.
And while Gailey is honoring one of her family members, the group has become one big family themselves.
I've seen that firsthand being here, and the relationships between these people, they really care about each other.
To give you an idea of the scale of the project, this is one part of the mural. And this is the wall it's going on, roughly 13 feet high and 40 feet long. These ladies are excited to see it all come together.
Now I can say I did the dots. I don't know which one, but one of them dots is mine.
They expect to have the mosaic completed in about 5 months. Reporting in South Oklahoma City, Brian Mueller, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Looking forward to seeing that finished product. We take this time now to honor another four-state hero. Harold Spencer served in the Army, spending time stationed in Iraq and Vietnam. He's been with the Army National Guard for over 28 years now. His hometown, El Dorado Springs, Missouri. We thank you, Harold Spencer, our four-state hero. That's news and weather in our first 7 minutes. Coming up, more restrictions come into play in an effort to curb rising COVID-19 infections. And details on nerve damage caused by the coronavirus, how doctors are approaching treatment. How COVID-19 may affect cancer survivors and who should be first in line for the coronavirus vaccine. Laura Podesta has some of the week's top health stories.
A CDC panel recommended healthcare workers and nursing home residents be the first vaccinated against the coronavirus. The CDC also shortened its recommended 14-day quarantine for people exposed to the coronavirus.
Quarantine can end after 10 days without a COVID-19 test if the person has reported no symptoms, or after 7 days with a negative test result if the person has reported no symptoms.
Survivors of COVID-19 are sometimes left with nerve damage, causing chronic pain or weakness in their arms and legs. A study at Northwestern Medicine says ultrasound or MRI should be used to pinpoint which nerves are damaged and determine the best treatment. And cancer survivors face a higher risk from the flu, making them more likely to be hospitalized or die from an infection. A study in the UK says that could mean they're also at higher risk from COVID-19 and should be prioritized for vaccinations. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
More than 9 months into the pandemic, COVID-19 is spreading with a vengeance. It has now killed a reported 280,000 Americans, according to Johns Hopkins University. CBS News correspondent Michael George reports from New York.
COVID-19 has become the leading cause of death in the United States, outpacing heart disease. This week, 11 more states broke records for cases in a single day. As California prepares for stay-at-home orders in regions where hospital capacity falls below 15%, much of the San Francisco Bay Area is taking action starting Sunday. The new restrictions affect millions of residents and businesses in 5 Bay Area counties.
People's jobs, their businesses, their livelihoods are at stake. This is going to be painful.
It's going to be really difficult. I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin of a lot of restaurants here in San Francisco.
An FDA advisory committee is set to meet Thursday to discuss emergency approval of Pfizer's vaccine. The following week, it will consider one made by Moderna. In Michigan, registered nurse Karen Whitefoot is participating in the AstraZeneca vaccine trial.
I want to be on the forefront of getting this virus eradicated.
And in New York City, even in a pandemic, the Nutcracker holiday tradition will go on.
Dancers are masked and socially distanced, tested, so we feel like we can pull this off safely.
In Brooklyn, the audience will stand on the sidewalk while the legendary ballet is performed on the other side of the glass.
It's like going to Macy's and looking at the store windows.
Each abbreviated show lasts 20 minutes, featuring highlights, with no more than 5 dancers performing at a time. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Friday night, the California Department of Public Health said Southern California's ICU capacity dipped below 15%, indicating it could fall under Governor Gavin Newsom's new lockdown order. Coming up, Nick Kelly returns with a full look at your forecast, and a little later, we'll check out a town being taken over by tumbleweeds in Australia. We'll tell you where they came from.
Let's go ahead and dive right in. We had a beautiful Saturday with pretty much mostly sunny skies. We stayed chilly, but we trended a bit warmer compared to yesterday. We topped out at 50 Friday afternoon, mid-30s this morning, and at least mid-50s for our Saturday afternoon as afternoon highs go. As far as the week ahead of us, we're going to stay cooler up with the weekend tomorrow with upper 40s to near 50 with a few weak waves passing by. Then I see temperatures turning actually mild, especially as we head toward the middle of the week. And still following Doug's pattern, we'll watch for our next bigger storm system with rain and maybe some more wintry weather headed our way by next weekend. In the meantime, quiet but dark already from outside our station looking back toward the east. Current numbers out of Joplin has us at 45. West wind at 6, making it feel like 42 degrees outside. But everybody's looking okay as far as temperatures go. Mainly lower to middle 40s across the board. And the winds, they're not a big problem either if you're going to be out and about this evening, mainly out of the west and northwest, light at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll keep that breeze light throughout the course of the evening. That means temperatures slowly dropping off into the lower 40s by 8 o'clock, mid-30s by midnight, and back down near 30 with maybe some passing cloud cover sneaking in as we head toward the overnight. Skywatch Storm Tracker couldn't find any cloud cover today so far, but the wider view shows one system passing to our south and another weak wave to our north. It's not because of any surface features. We just have a weak front passing to our east and southeast, high pressure over the Rockies, keeping that northwest wind in place. It's what's upstairs that's going to be passing by. This upper low spinning across western Texas, that stays to our south. Another wave will clip us near St. Louis, but once we get these two waves out of the picture, we'll see this upper ridge across the western third of the country. That's what's going to send us toward mild territory as we head toward the middle of the week. In the short term, though, we'll just keep things quiet. Maybe a little cloud cover sneaking in from the north. Otherwise, we're quiet tonight and turning cold. Surprise, surprise, once again. Overnight lows dropping back near 30 across much of the region. Then, after some morning clouds, I think we're mostly sunny again for the afternoon. 46 by noon, and a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still not too bad, with afternoon highs around 49 in Joplin. But most of us I see topping out in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Looking at the rest of the week ahead of us, we have the upper level setup taking us through the rest of the week. Again, those two waves passing by tomorrow, clear out toward the east. And we stay quiet for much of the start of the week, at least, with the upper ridge keep pushing us into the 60s by the middle of the week. Then here comes the weekend. Well, forgot to change those lows here, but that's going to be the next storm system, giving us rain chances by Friday. Then on the backside of that, we can see some wintry weather in here by Saturday as temperatures turn sharply cooler. But we're dry all the way through Thursday. 49 tomorrow, 52 Monday, back near 60 on Wednesday, 62 Thursday. Then fingers crossed, Kate, the next storm system following Doug's pattern can get us rain on Friday and maybe some wintry weather by Saturday.
All right. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I mean, I saw a 60 up there, so that's pretty good for December as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, those are pretty hard to come by, so we better enjoy them.
All right. Thanks, Nick. The Missouri Southern women are looking to keep their win streak alive facing Rogers State, and the Pitt State women are looking to avoid a third straight loss at home against Northeastern State. Highlights next. The Missouri Southern Lions are back at home this afternoon hosting Rogers State. The Lion men are coming off a heartbreaking 1-point loss to Northeastern State on Thursday. The 21st ranked Lions are looking to avoid a third straight loss against the Hillcats. Starting the first, RJ Smith drops a 3. That puts the Lions up 5. Then the pass to Christian Bundy. He slams in the reverse hook. Lions lead by 1 with 15 left in the half. Later in the first, Cam Martin, he's gonna kick it out to Lawson Jenkins. Drains the 3. That ties the game up at 14. To the end of the first, Winston Desisau. He's going to get the ball, drains the contested 3, but the Lions trail by 2. Missouri Southern, though, gets it done in the second half. Lions win 88-82. The Missouri Southern women are looking to get to 500 on the year with a third straight win facing Rogers State. Tied early in the first, Carly Turnbull pulls up, drains along 2. She's just getting started. A few possessions later, Lane Skiles cutting through the defense off the glass for 2. Former Purdy standout had 16 points and 5 assists. But back to Turnbull. Turns and gets the off-balance bucket to fall. She had a game-high 23 points, tied at 12 after the first. Lions go on to win their third straight 96-85. Staying in the MIAA, the Pittsburgh State Gorillas are at home hosting Northeastern State. On the women's side, Pitt State enters this one 1-3 on the year. Third quarter, Kaylee DeMitz just pulls up, knocks down a three. DeMitz had a team-high 20 points. It's tied at 61. Time winding down in the quarter, Sydney Crane gives to Tristan Gegg. She drills the catch-and-shoot three. Pitt State down three, though, heading into the fourth. Midway through the fourth, Jamie Jackson drives, scoops, and scores off the glass. Gorillas get within one. About a minute left to play. Maya Williams finds Jackson on the wing, takes it straight to the hoop for two. The freshman had 14 points off the bench. We are tied at 79. Then Pitt down with 30 seconds left. DeMitz passes to Maya Williams down low. Tough shot, but she finishes through the contact. Maya Williams puts the Gorillas on top. Pitt State wins a gritty one, 82-84.
And it was a hard-fought game. Like, it was, a whole 40 minutes. It came down the last second. So I think that was just a good win for us to get. And that was a complete team win. We had a lot of people in double figures. We had, good defensive stops, big stops, and this will lead us on into next week.
The Pitt State men are trying to get back into the win column and snap a two-game skid against NSU. Bobby Arthur Williams on the breakaway lays it in a few moments later. Williams pulls up for two. He finished with 12. Gorillas up too early. And midway through the first half, Ike Moore grabs a loose ball, puts it up and in. Pitt down two. Then the kick out to Moore in the far corner. Three ball up and good. Moore had 16 points. Gorillas up one at that point. A couple possessions later, Bobby Arthur Williams gives it to Antonio Gibbons off the baseline. Gets that off-balance shot to fall. He had 16. Then less than 8 until the half. RJ Lawrence, nice pass to Moore. He lays it in. Pitt up 4. They would lead by 14 at the break. Gorillas go on to win 81-71. Last night, the Lamar Tigers got back on top of Class 2, picking up their 8th state title in program history under first-year head coach Jared Beshore. The Tigers defeated St. Pius 6-3 in the championship. The only scoring came into the third quarter. Lamar trailed by a field goal for only 17 seconds in the game. Then jet sweep pass from Joel Beshore to Mason Gastel for a 74-yard touchdown was the difference. For the seniors on the squad, the last time Lamar was crowned champions was their freshman year, so this moment was pretty special.
Well, it's awesome because now we're the leaders on the team, As freshmen, not a lot of us had big roles in it. I mean, we played some scout team, but I don't think one of us stepped on the field during that state championship game. So we're on the sideline, and we knew as senior leaders what it's like to be like that. One of our big goals was to get those young guys a state championship so they know how it feels, and they can become older in the program and get one for themselves.
That's a look at sports. Back with more news after this. Coming up tonight at 10, more details on how Joplin volunteers are chasing away the chill in the winter air for the 6th year in a row. Plus, Precious Moments delivers comfort to COVID-19 patients at Freeman Hospital. And we bring you the latest on COVID-19. Join us for those stories and more tonight at 10. Well, talk about tumbleweeds. Look at all of them sweeping through a suburb of the Australian city of Melbourne today, leaving some stunned residents actually struggling to leave their homes. The grass accumulated across streets, front yards, driveways, and even a pool in the northern suburb of Hillside. Apparently, the grass blew in from a nearby paddock. Nick, maybe if they unleash some hungry horses, it'll take care of their problem. I don't know.
Yeah, anything to clear them up. You got to do it, I guess. But thankfully, no tumbleweeds to worry about. Yeah, thankfully, no tumbleweeds to worry about with a light breeze taking us through the night. It'll lead us to a cool Sunday with highs for 49, 50s Monday, Tuesday, back to 60s by midweek. Then we'll watch for our next storm system by the end of the week, Kate.
All right, thanks, Nick. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10.